An appraisal from an agent and a valuation from a valuer are two quite separate documents. They're designed to do two different functions. An appraisal from an agent has its place, obviously, as a marketing tool, and it enables the agent to then be able to sell the property on the basis of the appraisal. However, a valuation from a valuer, it can be used to rely on in the case of statutory reporting requirements, any legal requirements that need to be met, and it will hold weight as a document in a court situation. The valuation is also designed to provide you with what the actual sale price of the property would be based on the valuer's own investigations, rather than an appraisal which may be the price that an agent would start marketing the property at. An independent property valuation also gives you the peace of mind knowing that the valuation report has been carried out by a senior valuer who is able to research the sales evidence and provide you with a document which is completely independent and also enables you to make an informed decision on the basis of the information contained in the document. A residential valuation report typically provides you with all the information that you're probably already well aware of. We look at things like construction type, age of the home, environment, surrounding development, accommodation, standard of internal fixtures, fittings and chattels, special features, any minor necessary repairs. We'll also speak to the council to ascertain the current zoning of the property to see what effect that actually has on its development potential. We also provide a narrative general comment section, but most importantly for the majority of our clients is the sales evidence section, where we provide a fairly comprehensive analysis of the most recent relevant sales which have occurred in the immediate locality and the valuer's comments about each of those properties in relation to your property. From that analysis, you can then understand how the valuer has arrived at his assessment of value, the methodology he's used and the basis for the valuation. A residential property will typically take between 3 and 4 working days from inspection to complete. We will need to arrange an appointment time to go through the property, which may take anywhere from half an hour to 1 hour, depending on the size, age and location of the property. From there, the valuer will need to inspect the sales evidence properties, analyse the data, write up his report and then provide you with a bound document. We can, to expedite the process, email you with an electronic copy and the original will follow in the mail. We regularly carry out retrospective or backdated valuations for our clients, particularly for capital gains tax assessment, but also for estate settlement, for matrimonial disputes. In these circumstances, we need to obtain information from our clients as to the condition or changes in the property subsequent to the relevant date. Any photographs or plans or written information you can provide us with are exceptionally helpful. The valuer will then inspect the property and based on the information provided by you, we will carry out a valuation at a backdated date. We look at sales of similar properties which had occurred close to the relevant date and also make allowances for the condition of the market at that time. All of that information is then documented in our report to provide you with a document which will stand up and be accepted by the ATO or any other government authority for any statutory reporting. An insurance valuation is a report which provides you with a costing not just of the replacement of the shell building, but also other factors which are recommended by both the Australian Insurance Council and the Australian Property Institute. We look at things like replacement of driveways and letterboxes, patios, pergolas, removal of debris in the case of catastrophe or demolition in the case of partial damage. We also look at the cost of relocation, any increases in building cost over the construction period, any loss in rental income or the cost of finding alternative accommodation during that construction period. The report is fairly comprehensive and each of those things is itemised within the body of the report so that you can then mix and match to your insurance policy to ensure that you are properly covered. A depreciation valuation is provided to our clients who then have a suitably qualified accounting professional undertake a depreciation schedule on the basis of the information we provide them with. We look at what the construction cost was of the building at the date of construction and the cost of other items which can be depreciated within the home. In the case of a home which is older and may have already been depreciated, we can also provide you with the cost of items such as renovations or extensions which can be depreciated over the period of their life. We also look at the cost of replacement of items such as hot water systems and air conditioning units, which may have some life left in them, and we look at what the installation cost was of the item at the date it was placed into the home. From there, your accountant or another suitably qualified professional can prepare a depreciation schedule for the ATO on your behalf. Our valuers are not affiliated with any real estate agency or financial institution. They are all members of the Australian Property Institute, which is the peak body for valuers throughout Australia. They're also licensed or registered in the relevant state in which they practice. As both members of the Australian Property Institute and under their licensing or registration, they need to adhere to a strict code of conduct and guidelines as well as legislative requirements in order to ensure that they are completely independent and that their opinion is based purely on the evidence that's available and their analysis of that data.